Hello everybody and welcome back to the And More Bus Videos YouTube channel. I'm And More Bus Videos, otherwise known as And More Central, and welcome to a bus that has already been started up. The machine's already been logged in, and I'm going to have a second attempt at doing this run, hopefully this time not disturbed by a phone call. Welcome to Evesham Bus Station. This is BD13 NFK, first Huddersfield 69564 in the lovely HD Connect Blue that I do think looks a lot nicer now that the majority of the buses in Huddersfield have been painted in it. It really does look uniform. When only a few were done, it did look a little bit out of it, but now that most of the fleet has been painted in this, minus the street lights, and I do hope get a blue front at some point, it really does look uniform, really looks the part. So yeah, what we're going to do is we're going to take this lovely bus on the 15 service from here in Evesham all the way up to Ashbury Market Terminus. So I'm going to put the destination on manually purely because I couldn't find it on the login thing there, so it'll do what it's doing and automatically come up. We're driving it from Evesham all the way to Ashbury, calling it Ingleborough, Wavesworth, and by the looks of it, part of the university accommodation, so the halls of residence. So hopefully it all goes to plan this time, and hopefully it's a nice enough run. The route should take us, roughly speaking, an hour, but it might be a little bit quicker depending on how we do for time and the roads and bits like that, and how fast I drive, because I am driving, after all, the Veiling B7RLE, so it's not particularly the slowest bus. So we'll see how we do for time. It's not a route I've driven before, so it is a brand new one for me. Why did you just start walking out when I was going? You let me through and then just started walking. Now on my last run I stopped at that AI only bus stop, so I've learnt that this time, so that's one positive. I got as far as the hospital, and I now know not to do that again. Do need to pull closer to the curbs in this. I haven't unfortunately had the opportunity to drive one of these in real life yet. I've driven a lot of Scanias. Four in fact. Yeah, four so far. I have had the opportunity to drive a Volvo, an Optare, and four Scanias. Although I must say, having learnt to drive in a Volvo, the Volvos like this are just, I prefer them. I learnt to drive in a lovely B12B coach, and it was absolutely stunning. Really, really nice motor. They are lovely and quick as well. It has been a while since I've driven the Vale, and the issue is in game the last thing I drove was the B10, so this is a bit of a culture shock with how quick it goes off the mark. Especially these West Yorkshire ones, the ones in the West Yorkshire repaints, are also slightly quicker and have a high top speed. That's why I tend to drive with the West Yorkshire repaints. I presume you can do it as some sort of set VAR nowadays. So I do prefer driving these, but you can sometimes forget just how quick they go. Oh! Taxis drove straight into me. That means I was possibly in the wrong lane there, but following where the arrows were, the arrows said I'd be fine in that lane, so... Hey ho, you live and you learn. And you live and you learn, especially when a taxi drives into the side of you. Oh, these are just ideal for this kind of thing. This kind of route, these are spot on. Oh, there goes the Honey's bus. I'm going to go from being a couple minutes late to early, I think, after this section of road, because the bus is still going. It's still going. We've caught up to the taxi after all. Yeah, I mean, it's quite nice in game, to be fair, to sometimes just ignore the speed limit signs and just have a little bit of flaw in the bus a little bit more. Not something you tend to do in real life, but in game you can. So that's why it's quite nice to just see how fast these buses go sometimes. I did wonder why none of the AI were moving into that lane, and that's because the lane shut shortly, so... Glad I didn't go into it. Well, I mean, I've just shown off just how quick these can go, and that was quite fun. Now we go straight on here. Hopefully we're in the right lane. I believe by the markings that are here, I think we are. There we go, that's what we're waiting for. And we're doing well for time again. Bang on the dot, I believe, at the moment, so that's good. Quite a busy bus as well. Tell you something, in real life though, it'd be lovely to have these big signs like you do in game. If we had a few of these in real life, it'd be spot on. Because I know when London have their diversions, TfL actually put divert signs out purely because it's easier to just put the signs out for drivers as route directions than it is to sort of try and go through it and try and get everybody educated on a diversion, especially if it's like a shorter term one. It tends to be a bit easier. I'm not parking close to the curb at all today in this. There we go, that's a bit better. Back end stuck out a bit, but it is on a slight curve, so... I vaguely remember this area. I think we did this in... I think we did the 75, didn't we? And I'm quite certain I did this the other way around on the 75. A steep hill, you say? Oh, the Veiling will eat it for breakfast. There we go, it's still accelerating up the hill. Quite a few buses had slowed down on this one, but no, it just keeps accelerating. Got a bit closer. My camera views there are all wrong, pulling into the bus stop. Very, very wrong, crikey. I'll let the lorry drive free and then I will pull out. go. If the air had the brain to just let you out at a junction like that, it made life a lot easier there. There we go, the lights are feeling generous. That'll do. Gosh, it is a nice route, isn't it? We are only 20 minutes in, but it is a nice route. Although it's definitely the kind of route you want a fast bus on. Otherwise, I imagine this will get very boring very, very quickly. Let's see if I can. Where's the light on it at the moment? Oh, it's there. Oh, that'll do. Oh, that'll actually do nicely. Can I... if it weren't for those trees, I'd be able to get an even better shot, but... needs must, as they say. There we go. Woo! No! Taxi! We're going to ignore that. We're going to ignore that. We're going to ignore that. Well, what have we learnt there, folks? We have learnt that you don't pause to get a screenshot midway around quite fast corner. You don't do it, okay? But we're gonna keep going now because I'm not restarting this video again. Hey ho, we have learnt A, the veiling is quick, and B, do not stop to take a screenshot on a bend like that when you're going round it at about 56 miles an hour. Not particularly recommended. In fairness, it is when I won all with the taxis. The taxi drove into me, so I've balanced the books out. So it could be worse. It could be worse. Anyway, let's keep going. I mean, in fairness, in this video, we have learned that that physics just do not matter. Vehicles rapping into each other is just a standard thing today. So we have learned that. We have learned that. But anyway, let's keep going and let's have a little bit less of an eventful video. And it's the fact that, in fairness, I am only 2 minutes early. To say how much I've been rocketing it about, I am only 2 minutes early, so this is a tight timetable. Because I have been absolutely gunning this bus. Such a degree that I won't be surprised if the fan comes on soon. And yes, the fans on these are rare. Yeah, okay. Me and the taxis are getting along now. If you saw there was no a conversation, nobody driving into each other, nobody trying to smash into the side of each other. We get along now. So the feeling's mutual. And you also got to see some sort of skid out of the B7. Again, I've learnt not to stop and take screenshots when I'm going round bends like this. That was a bit of a plummet. I'm going to be honest, I wasn't expecting that bump to be quite as big as it was. Ah, yes, remember this bridge. Didn't realise the bus was this far back off the stop. There we go. Now you've all walked up, so I'll let you on here. Yeah, I really need to look. These mirrors, in my opinion, would be adjusted if I was parking this far away from the curb in real life. Those mirrors would be adjusted. Unfortunately, not a tool that you have in game. It's still far away from the curve. I mean, it looks quite close on that. Yeah, it's the mirrors. Me and the mirrors on setup on this bus do not agree. Oh gosh, am I now full? Because I've clearly just left somebody behind. Yeah, I am. I'm full. Oh crikey! I didn't realise. I think it's only going to be one of them that can get on. Yep, sorry. I hope it wasn't like mum and son kind of setup, because that's a bit awkward if kids got on bus and mum hasn't. Oh dear. No, it's just a busy route, is this 15? Not to say all of them ain't getting on this. Has everybody just got off the bus? I put bus full on the blind and everybody's got off. Well, it's not really a functioning bus full blind then, is it really? If you put bus full on the front and everybody then gets off the bus. I mean, it's one way of getting shut of them all, however. It's certainly an interesting one, is that? Put bus full on front, because I'm clearly full and everybody then gets up to get off. Dear creators of Yorkshire counties, please define bus full and what you believe it means. Because I'm pretty certain that last time I looked, bus full doesn't mean, oh, the bus is now full, everybody has to get off and we have to start again. At least, though, I am going to be nice and quiet for the next half an hour, so... Well, I've got to change it back now, haven't I? Because I can actually carry more people, seeing as everybody's about to get off the bus. Again, it's one way of solving the issue. I just wasn't aware that putting bus full on the front would have got rid of everything, and everybody had chucked themselves off the bus. Certainly what I wasn't expecting. Well, hey ho, it's something different, I suppose. Yeah, now we just wait while the entire bus gets off and we start again. I mean, yeah, it's different, I suppose. Again, really not what I was expecting, but... I'm not that far away from the curb. And they're still leaping down onto the ground before they get on, just to make me feel bad. Also, it's quite amusing that 2 out of the 6 people on have decided to stand on my currently empty bus, and the vehicles have stopped loading, and that's a good start. And that is always a good sign. And that we are running out of memory on the map today. That means I must have tuned some settings up that I didn't realise I'd tuned up. Yeah, you see, how? These curbs and the mirrors on this bus, just not for me today. Now the arrows have stopped loading in properly again, not a particularly good sign. you see, I am pretty much there, but they're all dropping down before they get on the bus. Oh, dear me. This game sometimes. There we go, we must be near Ingleborough now, because we've got the tram tracks. So, we're at Ingleborough, I think. 4 minutes early now. So we're not doing too bad for time, to be fair. So 11:16, 4 minutes early. We're just about halfway throughout the route. It doesn't feel like. It feels like we've done a bit further than that, but the joys of a long route, eh? And to be fair, I do need to drive these routes at some point. I've kept putting them off for a bit, so... And I just thought, you know what, we'll do the 15 today. Oh, we've not got... Oh, yeah, this one mustn't be linked up to the radio reports. Because we usually get the radio report, the missing kid at this point. Unless they've updated it and got rid of it. Because I was, oh, it's seat police car and think of it and radio report comes through. But surely, if this is the veiling, it should have that, unless I've disabled it. I don't know. I don't know. we are getting slightly busy. I mean, we're not a full load anymore, but we are getting slightly busier. It's also just, it's one of these bus routes that it just seems it's every single bus stop. Like, you just stop at every single stop for someone. I think there's only been like 2 bus stops I haven't actually stopped at. And it also, I do get this sense that the 15 goes around the majority of the map. That's kind of the sense I'm getting, that we go around most of the main points. Come on, find the gear, there we go. Oh, no one, okay. Oh, so we'll go around the 17 terminus as well. Oh no, we don't, we go straight on. Okay. So I have to say, go around there as well. And some more national speed limit roads. See how fast we can actually go on them without the bus hurtling off around the corner. Again, not stopping and pausing the game to take a screenshot of you. And also slowing down because I do keep forgetting just how fast this bus is. Oh, another vehicle where the livery isn't, there we go, the delivery's not working from a distance. But yeah, the first bus ones are at the moment, so I don't quite know what's going on there. Welcome to the Lake District. Quite literally, the Lake District bus stop. Welcome to the entirety of the Lake District in just one bus stop. Although, to be fair, I can't really comment because I haven't been to the Lake District yet, so... Although I am pretty certain it is more than one bus stop, I cannot confirm or deny that. Again, the route arrows at last minute are not particularly my favourite. Especially when the arrows are on the junction like that and you've got to squint to look in the distance to try and find them. Now we could go now. The left turn could go. Why isn't the left turn going? The red band's come on. Why aren't we going? Could have been going throughout that entire time. Oh, we're on another fast road again. As I say, this bus route must go through the entirety of the map. Surely there is no way that this route does not go through the entirety of the map. With all the places that we've visited. I have a sneaking suspicion we're going the left, judging by where that sign is. And I was right. There we go, and it's the university in Ashbury's only a mile away. So I'm going to presume we serve the halls of residence, not the university itself then. Judging by the fact that the uni's 2 miles further out than Ashbury. I'm not trying to predict that because I mean we still technically have a fair bit of journey time to go, but and it wouldn't surprise me if we do a massive loop. However, it would be nice if we didn't. Best bus lane ever. Gotta love it. Although I say that, I have just presumed it's a bus lane. It might not. Although there is a blue sign coming up, so I think it... Yeah, no, it is a bus lane. It's just a one with permit parking in. Again, with these arrows, we could have done with some just before the junction as the arrows change on the lanes. It's just so that you can prepare rather than at the very last minute having to indicate a cross and hope for the best. Ah, yes, I've been here before doing the ride replacement run. Although it reminds me a little bit of Leamington Spa. Was it Leamington? No, it wasn't Leamington I went to. It was Stratford upon Avon. Yes, it was. It was definitely Stratford. Sure, it was Stratford. Yeah, it will have been because that's where the X20 goes. Stratford upon Avon to Solihull. Otherwise, I wouldn't have been there. That's a video coming out very soon. If you're wondering. So this is Ashbury Drive, so how far away are we? Oh no, that's Ashbury Road. It's down as Ashbury Drive on there. Is it actually Ashbury Road? Ah, yeah, it is. It's yeah, so we're not doing too bad then. I thought we were still miles away then at that point. I couldn't find it on the map. Let's have a proper look. So Suffolk Avenue, yeah, that's 7 minutes away. That's not too bad. So you just get into real life habits when you're actually driving a bus. You just get into real life habits. Even though the simulator, I'm absolutely flooring it. It's still little bits like that where you see the gap now and you go, I'm not going to fit through that. So right indicator just goes on. Well, it looks nice round here. Oh, it does look quite nice. Sorry, love, your face isn't that high resolution. I can't see you. Can you turn the resolution on your face up? I mean, like this guy, but a little bit more, if that's alright. Low resolution people walking around or stood there frozen in motion. I presume I'm not supposed to. Yeah, I'm not supposed to stop here. However, I've stopped there anyway, so yeah. Well, one of those I'd already pulled in and then checked the sign. I was like, ah. And it turns out as well I'm not even supposed to be in the bus line. So 2 out of 2. These lights have confused me because I'm looking for that one on the left. There we go. There we go, but they're not actually in sync, so you end up blocking up the junction anyway. Those were some confusing lights. I'm going to presume that way as well. So that, also there the arrow, so I wasn't supposed to... Huh? So I wasn't supposed to go through then either, but I was supposed to follow that one with the arrow forward. Even though that one really should be here, or this one here, this one shouldn't exist. It should just be that one and then this red one. That wouldn't have been half as confusing. That's really weird. That's a really weird traffic light setup. Because that light all the way down there, that... I think that's in the right position, just this one shouldn't be here. Let me know what you think in the comments. It'll also prove how far you've got in this video. But let me know, because that's really confused me. That very weird set of lights. You can tell that I haven't got rid of the passenger count because we've apparently got 143 people on board the bus. Oh dear. That is ever so slightly incorrect. Don't get me wrong, we are busy again. However, I do not have 146 people on my bus. I've done many things in my time, but not loaded a bus with it. We are going this way, aren't we? Yeah, there we go. I haven't overloaded my bus with 146 people on it. That's not mine. Where's mine? It definitely said that wasn't the terminus. I'm pretty certain I wasn't supposed to go down this one. This is very narrow. Yeah, I definitely wasn't supposed to go down that one. Oh, the door's shut. Oh, there we go. Yeah, doors need to stay open. So yeah, that was an interesting run on the 15 service from Evesham bus station to Ashbury Market. I do hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have done, do be sure to click that like button so that more people can find it and enjoy like you have. And if you haven't already, do be sure to subscribe to the And More Bus Videos YouTube channel for more content like this from the simulation section, as well as an archive of around 6,000 back seats and engine-focused public transport videos from the UK and beyond. Buses, trams, trains and more, there's something on there for everyone with additional 21 videos added per week. Once again though, I would like to thank you all for watching. I really hope you've enjoyed this one, and I will see you all in the next video I make. Goodbye for now. Bye!